Hi friends, I'm Ruel and today I'm looking at Unstoppable. This is the latest in the Solo Hero series games from Renegade Game Studios, and this one's from John D. Clair. So let's go to the world right here. Welcome, folks, to Series 2. We are trying to attempt to take down the Harbinger, and that's our mission today, is we're going to try to defeat that boss. If we get down to 0 health, or the danger level gets to the max point here, we've lost the game. Now, this is a solo game, but of course, y'all are playing with me today. So hopefully we'll win together. If we lose together, I'll take the hit for that. Anyways, the game, now, it has a narrative to it that's really cool. It's got actually a solo a storybook to it. If you're familiar with the other games in the series, such as Wreck and Run or Warp's Edge, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm going to focus today on the gameplay here. I want you all to really get into the heart of the mechanisms here so you understand how to play it. And then when you, if you want to check out the game on Kickstarter, you click on the links below and you'll be able to get the game and dive into the narrative part of it. But for now, we're going to play the game and we're going to jump right into it. Here is the player mat here. We have our battlefield and we're going to be taking down the baddies, and that's going to help us take down the main baddie today. So you start with 3 cards. I've already done all the setup here. I'll talk about all the different sections as we go. On your turn, why don't I show you exactly what to do on your turn? We have the player mat. I've got an extra one here. On your turn, you're going to do some upkeep. You're going to draft, then go into the main phase. That's the main part of the game there, do most of the actions. Threat phase, that's when you get beat up a little bit, and then the cleanup phase. So we'll go over each one here today in today's playthrough. I am going to start with the upkeep phase. I already have my 3 action points here, represented by these tokens. I should mention this is a prototype, an early production copy, so nothing is final yet. There are going to be some improvements as far as like increasing the size of icons and readability of the text. There's also a couple of typos. Those will all be fixed by the time you get your hands on the game. So bear that in mind as I go through. On my turn, so I've gotten my 3 action tokens. I've refreshed any allies. Of course, first turn, there's not going to be any. And then we go to the draft phase. So in the draft phase, you're going to go to where your disc is. Now, this is actually a 2-part disc, and it's going to move along the track. And we'll show you how that goes during the game. But during the first draft phase, you're going to take 3 cards from level 1. And this would normally be above the cards, but I wanted to keep it on top of the cards just for so it's a little easier to see. And then you're going to draw these 3 cards here, and what you're going to do is choose one to add to your hand. So for instance, I can add Gadwin's Emporium here, and that'll get me 3 credits, okay? And I'll talk about the cards as we go along here. And also Dangerous Darlings we can choose. And these are going straight in your hand, but here's the thing, friends. Here's another one. You're going to choose, maybe I'll take the Pact of Blood. Okay, so you're going to take one of these, and you're going to sleeve it into a threat. Okay, so each card, let me see what I'm going to do. Let's see, this one will get me more health. This one will get me some money. This one will get me a little more money. But this one is a cool one because then I have 2, and if I have 2 upgrades on cards in my hand, then I can deal damage as well. So I'm going to take that one into my hand. So what you do is you take the top threat, you sleeve this in here, okay? Again, you're just going to place it in your hand, so now I have a hand of 4. And then the 2 that I did not select, they're just going to go to the bottom of the core deck here. So this is core level 1, the level 1 through 6, again, depending on where your marker is. And I should talk a little bit about who I'm playing today. I am playing Julita. This is a teenage Viren activist. And this has got a little flavor text. It also tells you what starting cards you have. So there are 4 characters in the game, and you're going to play 1. This could be played by 2 players as well. You play cooperatively, but of course I'm doing the solo game here. So I'm starting with these 3 cards, and you also have some basic cards such as Strike and Spare Change. This is going to tell you a little bit about its focus and some flavor text. So I'm playing a Julita today, and I've got my cards here. So on my turn, so I've done the upkeep, I've done the draft phase, and now it's the main phase time. So I've got 3 credits to start with. That's what you start with. Start the game off, 3 credits and also 3 cards. But of course, I drafted 1, so now I have 4 cards. And what I'm trying to do is defeat these baddies here, okay? So let's take a closer look at each of these here. Now, these have the sleeves, so I'm going to keep them right here just because of the glare. So this Varenian Doe has 2 attack and 1 defense, and then it's a taunt. So some of the keywords are going to come into play. The taunt means I have to go after this one first. So I have to fight this one first. This is the Sarezan Thief. One attack and one defense. The defense or defense, if you want to call it. How do y'all say it? Let me know in the comments. The defense is just going to add one to how much you have to strike them down for or cause damage. So in this case, 1 + 1 is 2. Some of these here are going to have a hexagons. Others are going to have the skull. The skull refers to, let me get up here. The skulls are going to refer up here to where the Harbinger's token is. Right now it's at 0, so it's going to cause an additional 0 damage. And I should note, this is called the danger level here. So I'm going, starting at 0, and it's just going to move one at a time. Again, you can increase difficulty if you do, you know, standard or expert. You're going to skip over certain spaces. I'm doing super easy today, folks, just so I can show you the game a little bit, but, you know, as much as I can. Okay, so I've got these 3 threats here in the battlefield, and then I'm going to choose which ones I'm going to do damage to. So I also have 3 credits. Now, at any time during the main phase, you can upgrade by these upgrades here, and these are going to slot into the cards themselves. They will go into the sleeve, right? Into a sleeve in between the main card and then the back, the threat card, okay? So, I don't know which one to do here. I've got 3 credits to spend. Now, I could play this card here, which would give me 2 credits as well. Now, you'll note also that when playing cards, you know, I'll keep it here. This is the cost to play it. This is 1 action. So remember, we have 3 here. There's going to be ways to get more actions later in the game that you'll see, but we have to spend 1 in order to do that. Then you also have some factions here. There are 4 factions in the games: Council, Junker, Silver, and Viren. This one is Junker. We'll talk about that as we go along, because like other deck building and card crafting games, you get the factions start to you know, synergize, be able to do some cooler things. So let's see what I want to do. These are the basic strike cards. These are cost 1 action and they do 1 damage. Obviously pretty weak, but through upgrade cards you can make them a lot better as well. Okay, so I've got To the Rescue. This is one of my starting cards for my particular character, Julita. So this says Unite. So let's bring this up here. Unite, again, the glare is just really killing me. So why don't we go over here. Unite, you're going to get credits equal to X. Now, X is the number of unique factions in your hand and in play. So I've got this faction here, Council, and I've got this faction here, Junker. So those are 2 unique. And again, these here, these are the starting cards. They have no faction. These are, you can tell here, level 0 are the starters. So I've got 2 different unique factions. So I'm going to get 2 credits. 1, 2. Okay. And I played this card, so it's going to go over here to my play bit. I'm going to just turn it over that way so you can see. So now, that was cool because it didn't cost any action points to do that. So it was basically a free action. Now, what I'm going to do, since I've got $5 or 5 space credits or 5 space bucks, I want to really level up one of my cards here. So why don't I go, let me see, I can get some armor, which would be cool. I'm always down with armor. I like armor. Ooh. Okay, why don't we do this? So I've got 5 credits. So I'm going to spend 2 credits here in order to get the hollow plated. So this dangerous dealings now has got some hollow plating. You'll notice here as well the upgrade. This is for tactics. 2 different types of cards in the game, folks. We have tactics, which are one-time abilities. You play them, and then you're going to discard them at the cleanup phase. And also allies. Those are ongoing. You'll be able to exhaust those, and then they'll come back into play the next turn. But for now, we've got tactic cards. So this costs 2 credits. This goes into here. So again, I'm going to sleeve this like so. And each card can have 2 upgrades. You can see that it went to the bottom. Immediately refill here. Okay, that one's for 4. And then I'm going to take, I've got 3 more credits. Let me see, so I've added some armor. I feel like I should add some punching power. Yeah. So we're going to buy this one, the 1000 watt arc capacitor. So that's going to cost 2 credits. And again, I just return those 2 credits to supply. I've got 1 left, and I'm going to add it to the exact same card. Okay, so now look at that card. That card's pretty buffed up now. So when I play this, I'll be able to do some cool stuff. And you know what I'm going to do? I will do that right now. I am going to... okay. I'm going to play Dangerous Dealing, so it costs me 1 action. I'm going to take that here. These are the extra action tokens, and you'll be able to unlock those later in the game if you have the cards to do so. So I've spent my 1 action. I immediately gain 2 credits. Oops, I forgot to refill the credit thing here. And then it says, if you have 2 or more upgrades on cards in your hand and in play, deal 2 damage. So I just upgraded twice, so I'm going to get 2 damage. I'm going to place 2 damage on this card here. Because it's a taunt, I need to do that first. So 1, 2. And again, that's the attack. I need to hit it for that plus any defense. So it's 2 plus this, and this refers to the Harbinger. There's nothing on the Harbinger's danger level is 0, so I have destroyed this card. Taking out this foe, yay. And here's what's cool. Okay, so let me see. I'll leave this here for now because I want to finish this off. So I did that too. Now I'm going to be able to do another 2 damage. I want to finish this card first. So we're going to go over here to this one with the Rage keyword. Now Rage, let me tell you about that. And I can do that by showing you this handy dandy reference sheet. There's reference cards for the icons and all the keywords. Rage threats wreak havoc on your allies. During the threat phase, for each rage threat on the battlefield, you're going to discard a ally from your board. So we don't have that yet, so don't have to worry about it. So we caused this 2 damage. Now we get 5 armor. That's like your shield, so I'm going to bump that up here. Again, did I tell you I start with 10 health? Well, we're at full health right now. It's still early in the game. So I've done that. So that card's going to go over here. Now I have destroyed this one. So when you kill off, take care of a threat, flip it over, and voila, it is now a card for your hand. And that's the main way to draw cards in this game, folks. The main way is to defeat threats. So it's really a really interesting take on how deck building or card crafting works. So this goes into my hand. And then this one I also destroyed, right? Let's take the 2. And then when defeated, gain a credit. Hey, all right, so now I have 4 credits. Then turn this over, and it is Aunt Orita. This is one another unique starting ones for my Julita faction. And this one talks, oh, here's an ally. So this is actually an ally, and we could talk about that right now. So this ally, when I exhaust it, I'll be able to focus. And then I get X number of combat or attack. Focus being X is the number of cards of this faction in hand and in play. So sort of like the other one that we did here. Where was it? Here. Unite. You want to look at the factions in your hand. So this one is the Viren faction. Okay, so again, I defeat it. It's going to go to my hand. And we have 1 final baddie left. I'm just going to move it over here. This Thief. It's got 1 plus 0. So we just need to deal 1 damage. We could use a strike. Now, I do still have, let me see, yeah, that was the first one was free. The second one was only 1 action. So I've got 2 actions left here. Do I want to do this yet? No. Again, I have 4 credits, so maybe I should do a little shopping here for an upgrade. So again, I have 4 credits. I'm looking at this one here. For 1 credit, I can buff up something for 2 hits. So why don't we do that? I'm going to spend 1 credit. And actually, I'm going to add it to my my spare credits card here, because that will give me some combat on this one as well. And then we refill here. Okay, this one's cost 3. And again, remember, you can do up to 2 upgrades per. So I've got 3 more bucks. And I see this one here, the legitimate pay for 3. If I buy it now for 3, I slot this in, I'll get even more money here. So I'm going to do that. It's all about money early on, I think. Well, we'll see. Excuse me. So I pay my 3 credits. That's done. And then we roll this over here. And again, I've only spent 1 action. So this next card I'm going to play is going to be free because there's no action here. So I'm going to get credits. I get 2 credits. 1, 2. And then another credit down here for 3. And then I get to do 2 damage right here. So that's going to take care of the 1 attack. And again, the defense is only 0 right now. So I get to take care of that. So that goes away. And I have defeated all threats here. Great. It's going to go to my hand. I do have 3 credits left. Oh, wait. Did I pay for that one? Let me see. I think I did. So I am going to now go on to, let's see. I got 3 credits here. I can purchase some more. So these are going to be discards. So I'm thinking about leveling up some here. But you know what? We can do that on the next turn. Why don't we jump into the first threat phase of the game? This is where you look at your cards here and take damage. So let's just say, for instance, if this one was still here, I would have taken 1 damage, and that goes here. Now, I did have armor, which is great, because then it would have you take off your armor first, and then you go to your to yourself. So anyways, I was really safe that round. Let's continue here. Discard all played. So now we go to the cleanup phase. We're taking care of the threat phase. Discard all played tactics. We played 3 tactics that round. They go in the discard pile. Lose all unspent action points. So we had 2 extra actions. I could have done more, but no reason to. There's no more monsters. Then reset armor to 0. So that's the one bummer. The armor is just temporary, just for the round. And then you refill the battlefield with active threats. So from this deck here, 1, 2, and 3. Now you'll notice this keyword here, fast. That means that it doesn't count towards your max threat. So it's like it's a threat, but it doesn't count. So we need to have 3 here. We just have 2 because one's fast. So we're going to have to add another one. And finally, we advance the danger level by 1. So we go here. It's still at a 0. It's the second 0, thankfully. And that's the end of the cleanup phase. So now we go to the next upkeep phase. So we're going to get 3 action points. Refresh all allies. So we didn't have anything in play, so we're just going to have our hand here. Again, the hand was basically what we created after we defeated those monsters, right? So we go to our draft phase. So again, we have not moved this marker yet. There is a way to move it. When we get through the entire deck, we're going to level up, and you'll see that in action probably next turn. So I'm back over here. I'm going to draw 3. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to choose one of these to immediately add to my hand. Okay, so we've got Scrounge, which is a tactic card. They're all tactic cards that I drew. We have Worker Mutiny, and we have Peaceful Agreement. Now, this one will give me some combat, and it's also going to give me a bargain, which I'll talk about in a second. This one gives me 2 combat, and then I can refresh allies. And this one gives me one action point, then I can refresh an ally. So instead of the 3, again, this is how I would get more. I would do that. But I feel like I want to get Scrounge because it's a free action, and then I'll be able to get discounts on upgrades. So I'm going to put these back here under the slot number 1, level number 1. Whoops, just made a mess out of it. So then I'm going to sleeve this into a threat card. Let's put this back up here, and the threat is going to go here. And again, the card that you get during the draw phase will automatically go into your hand, so yay. So now we've got 4 monsters. Let's see, we've got Fast, so that's the one that doesn't count towards your limit. We have Rage, and then we have the others. So the Rage, during the threat phase, that's the one that's going to kick out any allies. Okay, so we won't have to worry about that Rage right now. Hopefully we can defeat that one. So we do have some options here. Now we do have, let's see, we have 3 credits left. So I can upgrade a card if I wanted to. So we got 3 basic strikes here. And then we do have some, we have a core card, and we also have our one of our player starting cards, Aunt Orita. And we do have $3. Now, this one's cool because once I play this, I can get an upgrade for 3 less. Okay. Ooh, Bargain X. Costs less than, for each faction. This, okay, so it's going to be a 2. Okay. So I'm going to buy this one here. We had this one earlier. There's another one, the Legitimate Pay. So it's going to cost 3 credits. That's all my credits spent. And then we're going to level this one up. Now, when I play it, it's for free because no action cost. And I just realized when it says bargain 3, I'm going to have to pay 3 credits to use it. So I have no credits, so I could not use this. However, I'm going to get 2 credits here when I play it. So I'm not going to play it just yet. I'm going to play Aunt Orita. So Aunt Orita costs 1 action point. We'll spend it there. And this is where it's an ally that's come into play. And focus means X is the number of cards of this faction in hand and in play. That's how much damage I'm going to do. So we've got 1 of the Varens. And I think, yeah, that's all the Varens I have in my hand. So we're going to exhaust that for 1 damage. And then we're going to do that. Oh, let me refill this. So got 5 there. 1 damage. Who do I want to do the damage to? We'll go here. And that's all it is. It just costs 1. And then the defense is 0 at this point. So this one's defeated. And when defeated, get a credit. Cool. This flips over and is defend the voiceless. We'll talk about that as we go. I've got 2 more action points to spend. Okay, I'm going to use Scrounge this turn. So first of all, I'm going to deal 1 damage. Let's deal damage to this one here, the Order Acolyte. And then bargain, or I'm going to take the 2 money here. Remember, this is the upgrade, and you can do these in any order. So I did this here, and then I'm going to take the 2 credits, 1, 2. So now I have 3. That allows me to do the bargain 3. The next upgrade you buy this turn, so I've spent the 3 here. And it says the next card you buy this turn is going to cost 3 less. So I'm looking for something that's 3. So it's sort of a bummer I don't have any money. I could have gotten, say, for instance, this 4 for the cost of 1. But I can get a freebie, basically, here. So this one costs 2, but minus 3, it's 0. And I can upgrade one of my cards here. Why don't we upgrade here? The Street Adrenaline is now added to Defend the Voiceless. Okay, so I've done this. And then Bargain X, I could have done this again. Costs minus the credits for each card of this type, so it'd be 1, but I don't have any more credits, so I've already spent them. Wait, did I? No. I got these 2 credits, right? Oh, and then, yeah. And then I got the 1 here from the, when I got that, so I used those 3 to use the bargain. Okay, so that's done. I still have 2 actions left. That was a free one. So we can go here. This one says I would, oh, okay, so maybe I do want to do this here. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Why don't we do this? I'm going to play my strike. Costs 1. Oh, I always forget to refill. Let me refill this here. Yeah, I'll do my my strike for 1. Go here, and that's going to kill this off because again it's just 2. So strike, good job. Done this for 2, and this Order Acolyte, I've killed it off. So when defeated, you just cause 3 damage somewhere else. So one of these, they're the same. I'll just take this one. So again, I've defeated both these. They're going to flip over to my hand. I do have 1 action left. Do I want? Yeah, I could just do this here. Yeah, it's a strike. I got too many strikes in my hand. Let's take this one out. So that one does 1 there. Boom. Done. All right, end of my turn. Now the threat phase. Nothing here to take care of. Cleanup phase. Discard all played tactics. These are all the tactics I played. Whoops. I just dropped them all over the place. These 3 go here. And then lose all unspent action points. Armor goes down to 0. Refill the battlefield with threats. 1, 2. Now, I haven't been able to do all 3, so now we're going to pause and do an event, and that's here, right here on the player mat. It's now time to level up. So let's take a closer look at what we do when we level up. Again, this is right on your player board here. Just going to give you a little closer look. If your deck is empty when there are no active threats, or if your deck is empty when a new threat must be added, which is what we just did. So we're going to go and do these 5 steps here. Advance both level discs, and I'll just do that here. So advance both level discs by 1. So these are now on level 2, both of them, right? And then we discard all tactics and allies from play. So this ally, unfortunately, that we had is going to go out of play. Discard. And then discard down to 3 cards in hand. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a bummer. So we'll keep these 2 here. And, oh, I didn't realize that the Order Acolyte, when I took that card, remember I defeated it, it goes in my hand. This is one of the Harbinger cards, the baddie cards. So when this card enters your hand or enters play, deal 1 damage to the baddie. So they've got 1 damage now. Need 12, and then you win the game. And then it goes into the discard pile. All right. So now, coming back to the level up phase here, I've got a discard down to 3. So I've got 3 strikes and 1 defend the voiceless, right? Yep, that goes there. So now I'm down to 3. Next up, optionally, I may destroy a card, and that's the equivalent of like trashing in Dominion or any other deck builder. I'm going to get rid of the strike cards, so we'll put that up here in the discard pile, or the out of the game pile. Resolve any boss-specific effects. So going over here, the boss says, that whenever you whenever you level up, excuse me, take one of the boss cards, add it to your deck. Okay. And then reshuffle the cards in your discard pile and place here threat side up. So we're going to shuffle these up. Okay. Just a quick shuffle and then threat side up. And then I continue my cleanup phase. So I'm refilling the battlefield. 1, 2, 3. This is a rage. No other keywords there. And then advance danger by 1. So now we go here and advance it to 1. So now the defense level, when it has that little skull, now it's 1. So this one has a health of 4. That's how many times I got to hit. 4. This one is 2 because 1 plus 1 is 2, and this is just 2 because there's no defense. And again, if these stay during the threat level, these are what they're going to hit you with. They're going to hit you with 3, and then they're going to hit you with 1, and hit you with 2. The defense is just as an additional health that you need to take care of. Now, over here in the Harbinger section, as I went up the danger level, I have the option to refresh the upgrade row. So you can take cards from the upgrade row, discard them, and then refill. So I think I'm going to do that. So let's refresh or recycle or cycle through the market. I'm going to, let me clean up this a little bit. I'm going to, let's get rid of, say, this one, the 4, 5. Okay. Maybe keep the 4 here. We'll get rid of the 5s. I mean, I do have that discount, but hopefully the bargain. I don't know if we're going to be able to use it yet. Okay, so these just go to the bottom of the upgrade deck, and then you refill. Let's see what comes up. We got a pistol and repeating. Ooh, okay, so stuff that does some damage. Cool. Okay. All right. What am I going to do now? We're done with the cleanup phase. Now the upkeep, gain 3 action points, refresh any allies, and resolve any upkeep effects. Draft. Now we go to the draft phase, draw 3 from the current level. So again, we've leveled up. So now we go to level 2, take these 3, and we're going to add 1 to our hand after we sleeve it with a threat. Okay, so let's see what we got. So I've got the higher bodyguard, which is going to cost 3 actions. That's a little bit much for what I want to do right now early in the game. Pact of Kin, 1 action is you're going to choose X, lose that amount of health, and then deal that amount of damage. I don't want to do that just yet. Now this one I like, Varen Tribalism, tactic card. Yeah, these are all tactics. This gets you 2 free action, 2 action tokens or actions action tokens, and then 1 money credit, and then 2 armor. So I like that. So we're going to keep that and return these to the bottom of the deck, and then sleeve this new one into a threat. So again, these level 2, we are here, take a threat, and now we got they're in tribalism, so it goes in our hand. So I've got 4 cards now. I've got 3 actions. I have no money, so is there a way to get money here? There is. I can get 1 here for $1. Now this one is cool because defend the voiceless. I am going to be able to, let's see, is there anything that costs 1 out there? There is none. Okay, so we got, oh, we can try to defeat this one first. Okay. Okay, why don't we, so I would need 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. So maybe not this turn. Okay. Now I'm going to play the Defend the Voiceless. Defend the Voiceless is going to cost me 1 action. Get rid of that token. And then I get to move the core marker up here. Cool. So now I'll be able to choose from there. And then if this was at level 3, which it is, first let me go back. I need to focus. So focus is going to be X, and that's how many of these cards, the Viren cards that I have. Viren or Viren? How have I been saying? I'll call it Viren. Let's see. I've got 1 here, 1 here. And that's it. So this is going to be worth 2 shields or 2 armor. So 1, 2. That's for my focus. And then since I'm at level 3, oh, let me check. The level 3, is it the big marker or small marker? And I was sort of bummed. I really want to use this where if it's level 3, which my small disc is at, but when it comes to cards that you look at the larger disc. So it's only at level 2, so I cannot do this. So basically I could have used my armor to deal damage, which would have been really cool. But it's not going to happen. So this, I've already spent my action token, so that is going to go. I could do this one for armor, 1 money, and then 2 more actions. Do I do that? So let's see what we have here. I do have 2 strikes. Now this one, remember the defense now is 1 because the skull is equal to 1. So I could kill off this one. This one costs 2 to kill off. Oh, this one gets me money as well. So I think that's what I want to do. First I'm going to play... Oh, what do I want to do? I do have a shield, 2 shields. So if I let these go, they're going to attack me for 4. But here's the thing. Do I do this, get a money, and then get 2 shields, but also get 2 more actions? I feel like it's almost a waste at this point. So I'm going to take 1 action to do 1 damage here. That's that one. Then I'm going to do another action for this other one, strike, to do the 2nd damage. So I've killed off this one, the Black Alley Blade Master, for 2, and then I get a credit for defeating it, and it goes in my hand. It is Aunt Orita. Oh, okay. So now we can focus. Depending on the cards of this faction end in play, I can deal damage. Okay, so again, it's another Varen. So I've got 1, 2, 3 Varen. So that's going to be 3 damage. Hey, that's not bad at all. But here's the bummer. I really wanted to do this, but it has an additional damage. Okay, and I just realized I can't do it anyways. I have no more action tokens, so that's the end of my turn. These cards are here. Now we go to, I'm done with the mace phase. We go to the threat phase. I'm going to take damage here, so 3. So first we take it off the armor. 1, 2, 3, and then 1 here. So I'm down to 8 health. Okay, not great, but hey, what are you going to do? And then now we go to the cleanup phase. Discard all played tactics. These are these here. Lose all unspent action points. Reset armor to 0. Refill the active or the battlefield with active threats. Whoops, this one was under here. This is here, so it's another rage. So if it's that's still here during the threat level, that's when this it's going to knock out my allies. And then advanced danger by 1. So this is still 1, but now we can spend a credit to trash a card, to get rid of a card. I don't want to do it just yet because I want to save my money to hopefully buy some more cards. I'm going to have 1 here, and I don't know what we're going to do. I'll have at least 2. Is there anything for 2 over here? There is not. Oh, wait, we're going to be able to draw from there. So I'm not going to... Do I want to do that, folks? I don't know. I want to trash cards. I want to keep my deck thin. Nah, we'll pass on that. So we've read Advanced Danger. Now we go to the upkeep phase. This is the next round. Gain 3 action points. 1, 2, 3. Refresh allies, which weren't used, but they're there now. Draft phase, draw 3 cards from the little arrow here, the little disc. 1, 2, 3. So we're drawing from a level 3, and we're going to sleeve it in the threat card. We have a Blade in the Dark, which is going to give us 3 damage. Now, by the way, I want to clarify the damage. There's going to be times when I think we might have done it already, where there was more than 1 damage symbol. So if I go here, I've got 3, 4. And I've got something that says 5. Let's say I did 5 damage, and this is to kill this, it costs 4. I would apply the 4 there, and that's it. There's no left, or there's no change given, basically. Your attack goes to 1 single item, or baddie. Okay, so here's another ally, the Scrap Hunter. Deal 2 to target threat for each upgrade on that card. Ignoring taunt. And by the way, did y'all, I don't know, I didn't make this clear. I should have. But, you know, as we level up our cards, you know, as I'm upgrading them, don't forget those upgrades, they're upgrading for the baddies as well. So in this case, let's say I know I had this card earlier, the repeating card. So I'm going to get 3 hits. But then on the flip side, I'm going to be giving this thing here. So it's going to give an additional armor to the baddie, but then also when defeated I can level up, or I can move that marker there. So that's a really cool thing about this game, where you're leveling up your cards but also increasing the threat level as well. Okay, so for this round of cards, I'm going to select the Blade in the Dark. This is a tactic card. I'm going to deal 3 damage and conspire. So if I can to conspire, I'm going to do additional 2, and that requires another card of this faction that comes into play. So the silver faction, which I don't have right now, but I'm hoping that we're going to grab some more. So I'm going to sleeve that, goes into my hand, and then we place these 2 back on level 3. Whoops. Bottom of level 3, and I just missed one there. So these are going to go there. Okay. And then we're going to start my turn by going with, let me have these 2. So times are tough, folks. Let's go. We have these 2 here. Oh, actually 3 cards. So I do have 3 actions. Okay, that's cool. Okay, we're going to use the first action to play Aunt Orada. This is an ally. Focus is the number of cards with this symbol, this faction. So I got 2 of them. So it's going to cause 2 damage when I exhaust it. So 2 damage. And why don't we go... Go here. 1, 2. Okay. So 1 here plus 1 here. So this is gone. And we got another strike in hand. Now we have 2 actions left. This action I definitely wanted to do. See, this is 3, 4. This is 2, 3. So if I can do 4, this is 3. Okay, we'll play. Oh, I've got 1 credit. Unfortunately, I don't have anything else to add, or I don't have enough money. Well, let's see if I play this one. You know what? I'll do this because that'll give me 2 credits. That'll give me anything? No, it doesn't. So maybe I want to hold. I'll save this one because I want to kill off these. Hopefully I'll be able to kill these off. So we're going to play 1 action for Blade in the Dark. It's going to cause 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Here. 1, 2, 3. And then it says conspire if there's another one of this in our hand or in play. Nope, we don't have another silver, so we won't be able to do more damage. But we did kill off this one here, the Order Acolyte. So when defeated, you get to you get to deal out 3 damage. 1, 2, 3, right there. Okay, the Order Acolyte is an Order of the Harbinger. So when this card enters your hand, do 1 damage to the Harbinger. Yeah, 2. Still got 10 more to go. This goes straight into my discard pile. I have 1 action left. This one is done. Do I just finish it off with a strike? I think wow, this is such a bummer though. Here's the bummer. I'm going to lose out on... Should I have done the other one first? Oh, man. Anyways, I'm losing out on... This is giving me 4 damage, which I could have used here. But I don't have any armor, so it's going to hit me for 3 if I don't take care of it. So this one was a deal 3, which got me this one here. Yeah. Yeah, we're just going to play my final action for the strike and kill it off. I know I'm complaining. I didn't get to use that additional 4, which is a bummer. But I do hit the boss another time. That goes straight there. And that's the end of my turn. Now, the threat phase, nothing's here, so we skip that. Discard all played tactics. So tactics are these 2. Then the ally is going to remain here. We spent all our action points. Armor 0. Refill the battlefield. 1, 2, 3. And then increase danger by 1, which gives us the opportunity to reset the market here. So I only have 1 credit. Maybe I should see if I can get rid of some of these more expensive things. Give myself a chance to get some stuff here. So let's do this. Here's one with credit. This is a 4. This is a 4. I'll get rid of these 3. Yeah, get rid of these 3. You know what? Let's get rid of these 4. Okay. And sorry, what? We'll go all 5. We'll keep this one just because it has 3 damage. Okay, 1, 2, 2, and do. All right, hey, there's one that costs 1. That's cool. Okay. All right. So advanced danger level. Now we go to the upkeep phase. Gain 3 action points. Refresh allies. Whoop. Refreshed. And then any upkeep effects. Nope. Draft phase. Draw 3. So we're drawing from here. From level 3, 1, 2, 3. This goes here. And I'm going to see if I'm going to pick National Target, Honor of the Past, or Aid from the Resistance. I'm going to go with aid from the resistance. So I return these others into the bottom of the pile and sleeve this into a threat. And this one says it's a tactic card. Goes straight in my hand. I'm going to get 6 armor. And then until the end of the turn, my allies in play gain this effect. When exhausted, gain an action and deal 2 damage. So I like that. Now, it does cost me 3 actions. So this would have been the end of my turn if I just play this. But I'm not going to, because I'm going to play... oh, wait, I've got a credit. Hey, this one is 1 credit. So this will get me a damage, and it'll move up my marker here. Ooh, now it is going to make baddie fast. So that's a bummer. But I feel like it's worth it to do a damage, and I get to move up my marker. So I am going to spend that 1. Oh, I'm going to have to get some more money soon. So I'm going to upgrade that. Again, that's the upgrade action. Now we're going to move right along to playing this one for 1 action token. And then I'm going to deal a damage. Let's see. Well, first I can take... Oh, this one's cool. So I'm going to get 2 action tokens. 1, 2. So, hey, I finally got to dig in over here. So now I have 4 actions. I get a credit. Okay. And then I get 2 armor. So 2 armor. And then I get to... again, you do this in any order. I get to level up this thing here. So I'm at level 4 now. And I get to do 1 damage. So now, this is where I want to see what damage I can do. Because this one, now that I have all my tokens, I've got 4 actions. I can play both these cards, which is great. And I want to take out this one first. Yeah, it's going to let me trash a card too. So I'm going to do that 1 damage there. And then, 1, 2. Okay. I'm going to play Aunt Arita for 1 action. And that is focus. And it's going to be however many Varens I have. I have 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Again, you have to do it all in 1 because it's just the 1 symbol. Cost 3. So now, 1, 2, 3. I have 4. I've destroyed this one. Yay. Triumvirate Hiring is gone. And then when you defeat it, you get to trash a card. So I'm going to trash another strike. Okay. And this comes in my hand. It is the Scrounge. Yeah. All right. Good job, Aunt Arita. Let's go over here. I'm going to move this one here. It's easier. That is exhausted. I still have those 3 actions. Hey, this is a free one. Okay. Oh, man. Do I want to save this? Yeah, I think I do. So first we'll play this for 3 actions. 1, 2, 3. I gain armor up to 6. So now I'm up to 8. Until the end of this turn, your allies in play gain this effect. Oh, I should have played this first. Darn it. See, if I would have played this first, then I would have gotten additional damage. Darn, darn, darn. Man, would y'all be mad at me if I rewind a little bit? Because if I would have played this first, I would have still had my 3 tokens, right? So I play my 3 tokens for this one. I'm totally rewinding, folks. So that would have given me 3 damage, which got me that card. And then I play... So this comes into play. I got my 6 armor. And then when I exhaust this one here, gain 1 action and deal 2 damage. Okay. So hopefully that made sense. So I gain an action. This one is exhausted. And because of this card, I'm going to gain an additional 2 damage, which I'm just going to... They're both the same. So this is going to go. It goes into my hand. This one's gone. Now I do have these 2 here. I can deal 1 damage now. Take this into my hand. It's basically, yeah, it's basically the same. Oh no, I can't. I do 1 damage, but it's at 2 right now. So it's not going to go anywhere. So I'm just going to have to leave it there and take the hit. But no worries because I've got plenty of armor. Okay, so that's the end of the main phase. Go to threat phase. Take damage. So I take 1 damage there. That's it for that. Now we go cleanup phase, discard the tactics, which are these 2. Excuse me, reset armor to 0. Bummer. Refill the battlefield, active threats, 1 and 2. And this is a taunt, so I got to go after this one first. Armor to 0, battlefield advance by 1. So now we're at danger level 2. So those, anything with a skull is 2. So you'll see this one here, it's 1 plus 1, that's 2, and then this was worth 2 now, so it's 4. It's going to take me 4 hits to do that. And hey, I forgot to do the upgrade again here. Okay, cool. So now we advance that. Discard those. Now the upkeep phase, next round, 3 action points. Refresh allies and resolve any upkeep, none of that. But now we get to the draw phase. I get to go to level 4, so pretty cool. Ooh, I see one with money. I feel like I've been sort of money starved this game so far. So maybe we should get this. 3 actions plus 2 money. Oh yeah, I think it's a no-brainer. That is a no-brainer at this point. We also have Duke Khan. Until the end of this turn, target threat losses all abilities except defense. That's to exhaust. Oh, these are allies though. That might be a good one. Huh. Exhaust, conspire. I feel like I'm money. I need some money right now in my life, just like real life, right? These are gonna go back to the bottom of level 4 core cards, and then I'm gonna sleeve this into a threat here, and it goes into my hand. And Aunt Arita's back in action. She's ready to go. We've got a couple of threats here. So now these skulls, as I said, they're worth 2. So this is 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So 3, 3, and 4. Oh, this is actually 4 because 1, 2, 3, and then down here 4, 5. Ooh, and I've got to go to the taunt first. So we got to go to the taunt. Let's see. Bargain 3. The next opportunity to buy this turn costs 3 or less. Okay. It causes 1 damage. I do get 2 here. So it's like basically getting a freebie for 3 or less. Okay, this one's 3. This one's 3. This one's 2. Okay, we'll play Scrounge for 1. I mean for no action, so it's a free one. And that allows me to get 2 credits. And then deal 1 damage, which is going to go. It's got to be one of the taunts. So go on the Renian Doe. And then the bargain, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pass on using the bargain power because I want to save my credits for hopefully something bigger and better. So that was a free action. I'm going to spend 1 action token here. Oops, let me get these extra ones there. So always you start with 3. Play the 1 there. And then I'm going to get 2 credits. 1, 2 for 5. And then 3 additional actions. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that's going to go here. Now, I am going to use that 5. There's a card here. That's going to cost me 5. But look, it gives me 4 damage, which is really cool. And I get to level up again. So I'm going to do that. 3, 4, 5. Level or move that token up there. So we're going to put that on Aunt Arita. Okay. And then... let me see. So I spent 1, got the extra tokens. We will play the Ant for 1 token. It's going to deal 4 damage. Focus. To when I exhaust it, number of cards in this faction in hand to end in play. Okay, so I've got 1 this same faction, 2. Okay, so I've got 2, so I'm going to put it on this one here, this taunt. So 1, 2. This has got 2, 4, 5, 6. So it's got 3 right now. A little overkill with the 4, so I'm going to destroy this one. Okay. And, oh, did I already leveled up, right? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. So I got to level up. No, it's going to level up now because I was on 4. Now I'm at 5. Then I've destroyed this one. That's going to go to my hand. This one's going to go away. Or actually, this is just exhausted. And then we have this here. Ooh, spare credits. For free, I can do 2. Can I kill off anything? I've got 1, 2. I could kill off this one. I can do damage here. Oh, I've got to go to the taunt first. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably, let me see. I could do 2 here. I want to say, let me see if I do. Oh, I always forget to upgrade and do the upgrades here. So I'll get $3 more space bucks, which I could do here. Now, do I leave these here? It's going to do 2 damage. I think I can afford that right now. So I'm going to save these 2 cards. So we do have the fast is coming up. That means there's going to be more. So, okay. You know what? I'm going to stop there for my phases here or the main phase and go to the threat phase. So take damage for each one. 1, 2. I don't have any armor this turn, so down to 6. And then cleanup phase, we're going to get rid of the played tactic cards. going to lose all unspent action points. And actually, we have some extras, so those 3 are there. I'll reset armor to 0, refill the battlefield. So now we've got 3 here. And then advanced danger by 1, so we've got 2. It gives me an option to spend a credit to trash a card, but I don't have any credits. And that's the end of that round. Let's go on to the next phase, or next round, or next turn. Upkeep phase, gain 3 action points, refresh allies, and any upkeep abilities, which we don't have right now. 3 cards from, now we draw phase, 1, 2, 3, so we're at level 5, which is cool. So we can take those 3. We've got a choice between Kenland Pyre, Council of Peacekeepers. Oh, look at that. It's got a bunch of symbols. Oh, I like that one. I'm just all over that one. Then this one gained a bunch of money. Ooh. Okay. Overseer Caligari. But, oh, these Peacekeepers are awesome. Remember what I was saying, for each symbol that you have, that's the damage that you do. So even if I had like a big, like something that says 10, I have to use it only on one enemy. But each of these icons can go to different enemies. So I'm going to get the Council of Peacekeepers for sure. And let's put these back in bottom of level 5. This one goes here, and we're going to sleeve it. There's going to be a new threat there. It is going to go in my hand, and Rahdo is ready to go. So now let's start our main phase. We have 3 actions. This is going to cost 2 actions, but we can do some damage. This is going to cost 1. You know, we'll do our freebie first. So credits, we got 1, 2, 3 credits. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That is going to give us enough money to buy some stuff, I think. And then we do 2 damage. So is there any taunts? There is a taunt here. We got to go there first. 1, 2, and then plus there, that one. So it's got 4 total. So 2 more here. This is, oh, this got a bunch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But when I defeat it, we can go to another level. That would be cool. Okay, so we've done this one. That was a no, it didn't cost us anything. Again, there's a 0 here, and it's really cool because we were able to level up and get a bunch of cool stuff. What next? Let's spend 2 actions to play our Council Peacekeepers. So we got 4 different hits of 2 damage each. So let's do this one here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is done. And then we'll go over here. 1, 2. That's the second one. 3, 4. That's the third one. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Third one is here. That's going to kill that one off. And then the fourth one, 1, 2. Still got 1 more damage to go there. So we killed this one. Goes to our hand after we flip it over. Threat to the rescue. This one, 2, 4, 6. And just to verify, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When defeated, move this up. So we are maxed out. We're all the way up there. Awesome. And then when defeated, we get another action. So now we have 2 actions rather than 1. Flip it over to dangerous dealings. All right. So let's return all these here. Got 1 more threat here. We can focus, play 1 here with Aunt Rita. We do have enough money to upgrade something. Ooh, I sort of like, oh, I want to upgrade. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to play Aunt Rita for 1. This is where we're going to focus number of factions. So we have this faction, we have 1. Oh, that's it, just the 1. Okay, well, that's all we needed. We need 1 to do damage there. We're exhausting it. Actually, before we do that, let's take that token back. I want to spend this to upgrade. I'm going to spend $2 to get the hollow plated. So let's get some armor onto Aunt Rita. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that, now we spend 1 to go here. We're going to deal final damage. Boom. This one actually has a lot of damage to it. Do I want to use this? Do I even want to use this? I don't think I do. I want to save it for the next turn because we're going to have some stuff to deal with. So we're just going to spend measly old strike 1 because that's all we need here. Boom. And this one comes in our hand. It's another strike. Okay. So got 4 cards there. Now we're going to lose 1 because guess what, folks? We're at the end of the round, or the end of the main phase. We go to the threat phase. None there because we've punched them all out. And then we go discard played tactics. So tactics are these cards. Discard. And then lose all unspent action token points. Reset armor to 0. refill the battlefield, and bam, 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 we have time to level up yet again. So the level up, we tried to get to 3, but we couldn't, so we stop and do the level up action, advance both discs by 1. We are maxed out there, so it's going to stay there, and then we go there. Discard all tactics and allies from hand, and discard down to 3 cards in hand. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to discard the strike, of course. That's going to go there. Unless, do I want to... Yeah, I want to keep these. Discard down to 3. We optionally may trash a card, so I'm going to trash this one. Yet another strike. Measly little strike. Resolve any boss effects. So that's when we level up. We get to take the top card of this deck, add it there. Reshuffle the cards in discard pile and place there. Threat side up. So getting ready for the next round. We have leveled up. So now, this is cool. We get to draw from there. So I'm going to shuffle these up a little bit. Okay, that's that. Turn this over. Continue to fill up. So we need 3 active threats, okay, which we have. Rage and a rage. If those stay there, they get rid of allies. Speaking of allies, let me get that ready because we have done that. Advance the danger level by 1. So we go here. Oops, there I am again. I forgot to refill. We can refill this. Let's get rid of the 6, even though this is really great. I have not been generating much money, which is a bummer. Can we change that? There's a money one there. This is action. I already have an action, one with an action on it. Let's see. This is gain the top card of level 1 or 2 into your hand. Oh, that's interesting. I want to keep that one. Then this one here, if you have 5 or less, we'll get rid of these 3. Let's see what 3 new ones come out in the upgrades, folks. 1, 2, and 3. Bump, bada, bum. We got a virtualize for a buck, a space buck. Oh, okay, some affordable things for those of us like myself who are low on cash. And we've done that. Now we are going to go with upkeep phase. Draw 3 action points, refresh allies, and then we go to the draft phase. Get 3 cards here. 1, 2, 3. At a level 6. So hopefully this is some good stuff here. Let's see what we've got. We've got the Star Caller for Arena. This is going to give us more actions. Elite Peacekeepers, bunch of damage. Oh, I like that. And Duchess Tien. Ooh, this ally, 5 damage. That's pretty cool. Now, I do have that other Peacekeepers card, I believe. It's not as strong as this. I like this ally, Duchess Tien. What do I have in my hand here? Okay. Maybe. Yeah. Let's do the Duchess. Let's get the ally in there. And hopefully we can get rid of some of those rage cards so they don't get rid of our allies. Okay, so that remains there. And then we have this into our hand, so we got to sleeve it into a threat. There's something really satisfying about sleeving these cards. I love card crafting. All right, so let's start on the main phase. I have 1 buck. How am I going to get more money? So this is an interesting one here. For a free one, I can unite. So unite is the number of unique factions in hand and in play. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 unique factions, which is the max. So I'm going to play this for free and get $4, 4 credits. So this is a 3, and this is a 1. So I've got 5 credits now. Now, how can I get some free actions? That's the thing, because this is to play Duchess. I need 2 of my actions, so I'm going to be able to play 3 of these or 2 of these cards, not all 3, unless one gives me a free action. This one has armor on it, which I like. Okay, and this one gives me more money, which I like as well. Oh, it gives me some additional. Ooh, okay. So I got $5 here, space bucks. Let's see what I can buy. Okay, 5 credits. Let's go with this one. Where was it? 4. Ooh, I really want to buff this one up. Can I do a 2 here? 2 credits. 1, 2. Refill. Hey, I remember to refill. And this, I got 3 credits left. And now this one, I just sleeved the bottom. So want a top card now. So I'll pay the 1. It's making change. Okay. And this is going to go here. So now Duchess is going to do all kinds of damage. Okay. So That was my free one. I upgraded, and then, ooh, do I want to play this right off the bat? Maybe I do. Got a rage, got a rage. Okay, and these ones with the skulls are worth 2 now. Okay. Okay, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're gonna play Duchess for 2 actions. 1, 2. Got 1 action left. Duchess, we're gonna exhaust. They do 5, 2, and 2. So we're gonna do 5 here. That's 3, 4, 5. That destroys the Order Archivist, and then when defeated, deal 4 damage. So let me just do this so I remember. That one's there. 4. This is 2, 4. This is 2, 4. Okay. So either one would be cool. Oh, they're the same cards. Okay. So we'll do this one for 4. That's the freebie. Now I have 2, 4 left over. So 2, 4. And when I deal this one damage, it does 3 damage, but it's going to go to waste, so I want to get rid of them all. Okay, cool. Good job, Duchess. All right, so now we got all that. We're going to see what they are. Harbinger. So that means put 1 on the boss. Acolyte, it's another Harbinger card. Put 1 on the boss. And they've got 4. Now we're going to make some change, get the big old 5. So again, we've got to try to get 12. And there's the other one. Yay. So we're halfway home, folks. 6 there. All right. Now we do have more actions to do, but we're going to save those because there's no other threats. Duchess is there. I mean, I guess I could play this ally here or Rahdo. It's going to be 5 shield and whatnot, but it's just so I can play it, so it's going to remain there. Or actually, no, I'm going to keep it in my hand. What am I talking about? All right. So end of my turn, no threats. So we skip threat phase. Discard all played tactics. That was this one. Unspent action points are gone. Armor is 0. Refill the battlefield. 1, 2, 3. And then advance the level, danger level by 1. So now it's at 3. So all these skulls are worth 3. So this is 6 health, 6, and 1, 2. This is still a 1 because it's 2 and there's a specific number. If it has a skull, that's when you go by there. So this is only 3. Now note on this is a terror card. So the terror means when I hit it, I'm going to lose an action point. And also it's fast, so that doesn't count towards our level here, I mean our threats. So now we have to add, 1, 2, 3 that are not fast. So we've got a bunch of threats here. Okay, so then that would end that turn. And again, we would go up to the upkeep phase. By the way, again, I forgot to do the upgrades. I have these 2 cards in hand. I'm going to gain my action point. Again, this is the next upkeep phase. This ally comes back into play, and I continue. And I actually think that's a great place to stop, folks. You've gotten a really good idea of how this plays. I'm halfway home. I'm hoping that the cards I've built are going to take care of the Harbinger and bring peace to the world. But why don't we talk about a little bit about a couple of other things that are in the box. Now, here's the box. This is Unstoppable, what we just watched, and I'm going to show you what else is in the box. Now, remember, this is a prototype, early production, so things are not final. I mean, you can see here, the box that we have here, this is not the actual box that come because this doesn't totally fit the cards just right. But hey, here are 2 of the other baddies, Dumo's Menace and Triumvirate. I want to show these off because I just played the Harbinger. Now, the other cards have the little narrative to it. You have cards here. You're going to play this one. I think this is with Dumo's Menace, or is this with the Triumvirate? I forget. But anyways, as you go here, you're going to read the text, make decisions, and then pull different cards depending on where you go. And it's going to give you different abilities and different bonuses and different goals and whatnot. Again, I'm not going to show all of these. I just want to let you all know that it's in here. Really, really cool. And again, the bosses are different. They're going to give different effects is what they do. And you have the setup that you show here. You'll bring in some of the different baddies as well. These are the tokens for the second player if you want to play cooperatively. And again, as I said, it's not final. This is not the right size. And as I mentioned at the start of the video, some of the icons are going to be bigger. The text is going to be bigger, so a little easier to see. These are starting cards for the second player. Some of the other characters that I did not play with, remember there's 4 in the box. We have Kai Silver with their starting cards, Quad Squadron, Cultivate Power, Price of Business. We have Zephyr, that's Zephyr right there with their cards. And finally we have Tiberius Plex going there, chief of staff, and etc., etc. Again, we saw Julita. That's what I did. Here are the threat cards. We had played with Renos and the Series 2. This is the Mithras. So depending on what boss you have, the threat cards that we were using to sleeve things, sleeve the core cards into, you may have a mix of these and another one. These are the dividers for the core cards and whatnot. And then here's a triumvirate monster or boss monsters, the boss cards that go here instead of the Harbinger. And Dumos as well. And oh, there's the extra cards as well. These are some more cards that you may play with. So that is everything. Once again, folks, just a reminder, this is a prototype, early production copy. And you can find more information by clicking on the links below for the Kickstarter link and just a link to the Renegade website. I want to thank you all for watching the playthrough. If you have any questions, comments, or observations, please place them in the comments below. And until next time, I'll see you later. Take care, everybody. Bye.